welcome back to Free to Slay. I'm your host Darkseal, and we are back in APB. Now, today I'm going to show you a little bit of the ins and outs. Just kind of show you what you should be doing to start leveling up. Show you what to do when you don't want to be doing missions, and how to get missions in the first place. So first we start off, and you're just going to wind up in this little area. You got a couple different places you can spawn in, and I chose to spawn in at Double D. She's the one that I started doing most of the missions for. First thing that you've got to do is walk up to Double D and talk to her, and you gotta pledge. You have to kind of pledge your allegiance to one of the NPC characters. So
we can talk.
You can see I am currently level 5, and you go ahead and pledge to her. This apparently is how you're going to unlock different items to purchase later. And once we get into the social district, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is the mailbox. This is where you're gonna start getting little updates and stuff about what's going on with people. To me, it's just a lot of text, a lot of reading, and so far I have not seen the benefit of why it's there. I mean, yeah, it's the storyline, it puts you into the situation, whatever. Not really interested right now. You know, maybe I'll care later, maybe I won't. So, first thing that's cool is the mugging. You know, you walk up to a NPC, interact with them, and this is how criminals interact with the NPCs. I don't know what just happened there. He kind of disappeared on me. And also, I have to apologize for this frame rate. I don't know what happened. It did not look like this when I was recording. I set my original capture on 30 frames, but for some reason it was dipping below. It didn't show that it was, but you can clearly see that the frame rate is a little choppy, so I apologize about that. And I've tried twice. So here is another way to earn money. You grab a car and you smash into one of these stores that has some depth to it, and you've got stuff that falls on the ground. You go ahead and pick up items and put them into the back of the trunk, or smaller items just disappear. As soon as we do that, you will see a place called Fence. It's where you fence your items, and I'll have a little picture of the briefcase there. Obviously, you want to go and break into a couple stores before you go and bother fencing those items. Sometimes stores you will yield nothing. You see, I just broke into this store and there is nothing on the ground. So some places will yield lots, some places won't. Also, places like electronic stores. Oh, here you see I'm trying to break in, and this is obviously not a window that's breakable. Other stores will yield larger items. Electronic stores will drop TVs. Other places will drop little safes. So go to the trunk, hit F to interact, grab the item, and bring it down to your fence. And fencing that item will translate it into money. Now, the money that's up in the top left corner, that $92, some of that was what I just fenced, some was what I got from the mugging earlier. But after you've gotten... I'm going to get a different car because that car sucked. Let's mug somebody else here. After you've gotten enough money that you think it's worth taking the trip to launder it, because laundering the money is the only way that we're going to translate that dirty money that we stole from the top left corner over to the right hand corner at the top. You'll see I have just over 6 grand. That is the permanent money that will stay with me all the time. I can die and that money will stay. Now the dirty money, the unlaundered money, if I was to hop into a mission right now and die, my money would drop on the ground and I would lose it. So by laundering the money, this is the only way that you're going to guarantee to keep what you've earned. This launder money place is always in the same spot, so you'll just pop up on your mini map, or not mini map, but as an icon to go drive to whenever you have some money that needs laundering. Now once again, I'm cutting this footage up so you don't have to watch me run endlessly. Vans are awesome if you want to. If you plan on breaking into a lot of places, vans have a lot of storage space. So different size vehicles are going to let you hold a different number of items when you're going to start breaking into stores. So see, I see an electronics store. You can tell by the flat screen TV in the window. So you can see it's dropped a TV. And another little item that I don't even think I went back for. But pick up the TV and throw it in the back by hitting F, interacting. And hop back in and go drive that back to your fence. Now obviously, this is not the fastest way to earn money. Also, you can also take vehicles to a chop shop, which is what I'm doing with my van right now. I don't care about it anymore. I'm not wanting to drive it. If you have a undamaged, see, it dropped the TV that was carrying the back. I'm not gonna bother with that right now. This is more to just to kind of show you the game, rather than fencing every item that I've got. And some people that you mug will drop nothing. The better looking dressed they are, they're wearing a nice little suit, they're probably going to drop some more money. And bums, so they don't drop much of anything. Sometimes they drop a little. So keep that in mind. You want to mug the well-dressed people. Now I've gone ahead and decided to join a group. Now you hit U on the keyboard and your group menu will pop up, and I clicked on leafing, so I'm searching for a group. Instantly it popped me into a group and also instantly started a mission. Now that's not going to happen every time, but if a couple people in a group has been sitting there, hasn't done anything for a little bit, finally gets a third person, more than likely it'll go ahead and initiate mission. Now, missions usually have a couple of different parts to them. Some are 3-part, 4-part, 5-part missions. This one starts off pretty simply. It tells you to destroy some storefronts, and you can just shoot those up, which I've done here. And sometimes it lets you go through a little while before the opposition is called. The enforcers, the cops. They're the other side of the coin that you could have chosen when creating a character. So whenever you start a mission, they start a mission. Sometimes they're called a little late. This one, probably they were called at the same time because they are sitting there waiting for me. Now the gun I'm using is not the gun that you start with, but I don't really see any benefits. It shoots a little slower, it might be a little bit more powerful, but not really not really digging it. Don't see the purpose. It's going to be a low-level gun because I'm a low-level character. It's the only thing I've been able to unlock so far. So I've basically rented it, I think, for maybe 10 days, maybe a week. Right here I get hung up on absolutely nothing. Once again, you gotta love that when it happens to you in a game. It's trying to hop the fence. Wouldn't let me. But back to the mission. I'm destroying these storefronts. Obviously you see the enforcers out there. They don't see me coming. My teammates, they're not too far away. Now the main point of this section is not to engage the enforcers, but just to destroy the storefront. So you see I can take it out from a distance, hop back over this fence, and continue on with the mission. Usually anything that's about 100 meters away, don't bother hopping into a car for. And this one's about 200 meters away, but I see I could take a little shortcut through this building, just kick some doors open and save some time. Now here I think I'm going to be slick. I'm going to wait for this guy. And it doesn't work out so well. It doesn't go down. I thought they were some pretty good shots. Obviously they weren't on target. And I think that this is a good time to reload my gun, which was a bad choice. He's waiting right around the corner. Now the music that you hear right there is his custom ringtone. He's created a death ringtone that people hear when you kill them. And you can do that in the social district. I believe you can purchase ones that have already been created, or you can create them yourself. Now, anybody who's used a sound creation program or software, anybody who's used GarageBand will probably see how it's done, where it's got a keyboard laid out, some sounds, and you simply drag a time slider on whichever key you want to play in whichever time, and it creates the sound that way. So next video I'll be showing you the social district. The next time we're in APB, I'll show you some of the customization features. So I'm sure you've noticed by now the clothing I'm wearing is not the same vanilla gear that I started out with, though it's not that much better, but it did give me a chance to explore some of the customization that I could do or just starting out, you know, level 1 freebie stuff. Changing the color of the shirt, changing the shirt itself. It's got a couple little design icons there that I was able to drag and put on, as well as some font that they give you the option for. See, I thought I had the jump on these guys, and I didn't kill a single one. So again, not really loving the low-level guns. Seeing as that this is, again, a completely free-to-play game, I kind of feel like the tier structure of the weaponry is not favoring low-level characters at all. So right there you can see a grenade that guy threw out. I don't even have grenades. That type of equipment is unlocked by pledging your allegiance to one of the NPC characters that I showed you before, Double D for example, and then obtaining levels while doing these missions. So these missions are what progress you with them, and then whoever you have selected as your pledge. Now every time you start a game, you're going to have to pledge again. It's not something that you simply said, I pledge to you, and now it's always there. No. So the first thing you've got to do when you log in is go and pledge to whoever you are trying to level up with. And that's the only way that you're going to be able to progress in levels with them. So you can see that the mission is over. We lost. Even though I was able to put that graffiti up, it just wasn't enough. And I did not make a whole lot of money there at all. The other two guys and two guys in the enforcers, they are paying for some premium services, and they unlocked a lot of money. I unlocked a couple $100. I think that's mainly because I didn't kill maybe one guy, but we lost too. When you win, you get a lot more money. I think on average I've been getting maybe $600, $700 every time I went around. So you compare that with mugging people on the street. Right now for me, being a low level, not having much, it's a toss-up. But this woman right here, she didn't drop anything. While this one, I noticed she was wearing a suit jacket. I chased her down.
Just slow down. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Oh, I hate this.
And she dropped some good stuff.
You're gonna regret this.
It wasn't a lot, but you know, it looks like a lot. It's laying there on the street. You know, a couple necklaces, a couple cell phones, or maybe a cell phone, an old PDA. So not a whole lot. But if you did that with every pedestrian that you came across for a little while, you'll probably pick up some good loot, and you'll go fence it and make money that way, or go launder it. I've got 7 packages up in the top right of the screen. You get a little 7 underneath my info there. That's how many little items I have on me to go and fence. Once I do that, I can go and launder it. And I see a little place down here where my fence is. Now this is where another one of the NPCs is to pledge to. And I'm not going to pledge to her right now, but just to give you an idea, there I fenced, and I interact with her. She pops up. Right now I'm a level 3 with her. For some reason right now you can see my frame rate nice and smooth. Nothing wrong with it. When I get back out, it gets all choppy again. But this is the parking lot. I can spawn my little vehicle. Now everybody starts off with a tiny little all-wheel drive little car like this, which I have also taken just a couple of minutes and changed the paint on to match my current tire. And change the license plate to noob, because that's what I am right now. Getting dead every couple of minutes. I drop off my money. That $104, I think, turned into $74, so obviously they are taking a cut of my loot. But next round, we will take a look at the market district. You can hit escape and bring this up the main menu, and you can select the market district right from here. This is where I'll be able to jump place to place. So I'll go ahead and select that now, and we'll take a peek at customization after the fact. You know, you made your character, you played a little bit, now you want to improve your gear, you want to check out some stuff. Join me back next time.